is marijuana against the law? It grows naturally upon our planet. Doesn't the idea of nature being against the law seem a bit unnatural? Bill Hicks. Even though the late comedian Bill Hicks spoke this quote, I still believe that in the long run, that this is the major point. The quote has an abundance of meaning. It says how, why would you make something illegal when all it does is go straight off of Mother Earth and does no harm? Marijuana is no less dangerous than tobacco and alcohol. We are the affirmative side for the resolution. Resolve that on the federal government to legalize marijuana. Our plan also includes regulation. The government should be the ones authorizing the use of it and being the ones that are controlling the usage. Dating back to 27,000 BC in China, marijuana has been very useful. Marijuana also played a big role in starting our country. The miracle drug helped out all of the settlers in Jamestown, which is arguably the birthplace of our country. Marijuana was legalized throughout the United States during the Marijuana Tax Act of 1937. The reason for this ban on hemp, cannabis, and marijuana products is because a couple of men in the paper industry feared that people would start to buy a much cheaper and more efficient way than paper, hemp. Those men decided to persuade the judge that marijuana was a gateway drug and that it is harmful to the everyday person. Right this very minute, weed is illegal in 48 states of the United States of America. The places in the world where marijuana is completely legal are Amsterdam, Vancouver, and Spain. One would think, if these countries are allowed to smoke marijuana as much as they want, they're going to be much less productive and nothing good will happen. If one believed this, they would be wrong. In Spain, a country where it is legal to smoke marijuana, their productivity growth is through the roof.
Sam Brenner reports to the main office immediately.
And while they keep on creating new jobs to put people back into the workplace so they can help and support their families. In Vancouver, the unemployment rate is lesser than the one in America. So obviously, smoking marijuana will not make a country less productive. Crime rates will go down if marijuana is legalized. First off, there wouldn't be any arrests for possession of marijuana, which is the leading crime committed in the United States. Also, in Amsterdam, where marijuana is legal, citizens and even tourists living there report that they feel safer there than anywhere else. The crime rate in Amsterdam has dropped significantly recently as well, because since marijuana is legalized, there are fewer crimes committed because of illegal possession. Also, the effects of marijuana make the crime rate lower. Another argument is that marijuana is not harmful. Studies show that marijuana is a good medicine to harmful and painful illnesses such as tumors and cancer. Another plus of marijuana is it works to slow down tumor rates and also to even prevent cancer from spreading. Mainly, it is extremely effective in treating for glaucoma and can make the eye disease go down significantly. Next, legalizing marijuana will increase government money to be used elsewhere. Right now, in the U.S., we are in the most debt that the country has ever been in, close to $13 trillion. If we were to make marijuana legal, it would be a nice way to start digging ourselves out of this huge hole that we put ourselves in. What you could also do if the government was regulating it is if the government were to put a tax on it, then it would have even more money going to America, which will be talked about in greater detail in our next Constructive. Lastly, the illegalization we have right now is not working at all. There are too many users of this easy-grown product to make it completely illegal. About 97.5 million people in the U.S., about 40.1%, according to a national survey on drug use, have at least tried marijuana once in their lives. That is 97.5 million people out there committing felonies. It would be so much easier, and it would make the police enforcement's lives better if we were to legalize marijuana. The police would be able to focus on more important tasks, such as murder and theft, other than arresting people for using a harmless substance. There are a lot of dangerous underground dealers in this marijuana issue. There are so many, in fact, that there is no possible way that the police could monitor and capture all of them. If marijuana were to be legalized, then all this wasted police officer time would be put into more constructive uses. Marijuana is no less dangerous than tobacco and alcohol, so why is it against the law? It grows naturally upon our planet. Thank you.